You know, I was just watching this movie tonight called Neon Demon. It's a movie that came out a while back, and it really struck a nerve with me, I guess you could say. I used to be in the film business. I was a producer, worked with an independent production company, and I was watching this movie, and something just kind of struck me suddenly as I was watching this movie. The Neon Demon movie is about this young girl. She's 16 years old. She wants to get into the fashion business, and she's this pretty young girl who thinks that I guess her youthfulness, her beauty will make her some money and try to make some kind of success happen. But there was something that struck me about this halfway into when I was watching it that just kind of hit me. In the film business and in Hollywood and also in the fashion business, they uh, they always refer to this context that you see these people that come into the business. They say, that person just has that special something about them. They have that it factor about them. And I never, when I was in the business, I never understood what that meant. What is the it factor? What is that? What is the special something that, people refer to as when they walk into a room, they just, they just light up the room and everybody pays attention to them and all that kind of stuff. As I was watching this movie, I think I finally came to the understanding of what that is. People go, well, they're charismatic. No, it's not charismatic. Well, they're attractive. Well, there's tons of attractive people in the world. It's not that either. Well, it's the kind of clothes they wear. It's the, it's they're very good. They're very talented. It's not that either. Do you want to know what that special something that all these people refer to as, that they call charismatic and talented and all that stuff? It's none of that. That special something that all those people refer to, it's called the innocence. That's what it is. It's innocence. That's why I decided to call this video today Innocence, Hollywood's biggest currency. Because you see, you can't fake innocence. A lot of women, this is I think a red pill to all you MGTOWs out there that kind of transcends a lot of the stuff you might have heard. You see, innocence is not something that you can fake. It's not something that with plastic surgery or makeup or charismatic behavior or any of that stuff. You can't you can't pull that off with any of those things. You can't fake innocence. You want to know why? Because it's a soul thing. It is a soul level thing. It is energy that resonates from your soul that you can't fake. And a lot of women in these businesses and in the world think that by working out or getting those six-pack abs or, you know, putting on all the makeup or getting plastic surgery or doing the tummy tuck, they think that they can pull off that special something that everybody likes to talk about. That special something is innocence. You can't fake that. It is a soul level thing. And Hollywood loves innocence. Hollywood loves innocence. They want innocent people because that's what they feed off of. Without innocence, they don't exist. That's why they, in Hollywood, and in the fashion business and various other industries, not just the fashion business or Hollywood, but the corporatocracy, or the political field, they want children because children are innocent. You can't fake it. They feed off of that innocence. It is a soul level thing that you just can't fake with makeup or plastic surgery. And most women in this society try to pull that off with makeup and plastic surgery, and boob jobs, and tummy tucks, and six-pack abs, and I'm going to go to the gym. You can't fake that, I'm sorry. You can't do it. You can't fake innocence. Because it's a soul level deal. So Hollywood loves to feed off of innocence. You know, when you go to Hollywood, if you've ever been to Hollywood, if you've ever been to LA, flying into California in that area, the minute that you're on the plane and you're sitting in your seat, as you descend into LAX, you just feel the soul. You feel your soul just feel this sense of dread. And I'm not kidding. When you go to LA, if you've never been before, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you have a conscious or a soul left, you feel this sense of dread and depression come over you as you enter in Los Angeles, California. Because the energy is being sucked out of you in that city. LA is a horrible city to be in. Anybody that lives there, you need to get out. LA survives off of the energy of innocence. People that don't know what the business is really about. They don't know what the world is really about, for that matter. The whole world is based on sucking the energy out of innocence. Those that want to do good, that want to see things do better, they feed off of that energy because innocence can be manipulated. It can be dominated. It can be controlled because innocence doesn't know any better. It doesn't know the cruelties of the world. It doesn't understand the concept of evil. It just understands the concept of doing good. You see, LA and Hollywood and the fashion business and politics is all fraught and run based upon the energy of innocence. When you look at politicians that go out there and, they start spewing their thing. We need to make, things great again. We need to do things right. We need to fix this problem. They're feeding off of the energy of ignorance and innocence. They feed off of that. That's the one thing that keeps them going. That's the one thing that keeps the whole entertainment business going. It's run by demons. It's run by evil. And they feed off of an energy called innocence. And without that, they don't exist. And unfortunately, most people fall into it. They fall into the concept of thinking that if they just do the right thing, they'll end up in the right position, and we have to vote for the right person, and that will get things fixed. They don't understand that it's all a trap, because the whole world feeds off of that energy. Going back to Hollywood, as I was watching this movie, Neon Demon, this young girl who is this innocent girl, she doesn't know any better, she goes into the film business, and it's just littered with demonic energy, soul-sucking fucking assholes. Narcissists full of the business. And she doesn't know any better, and she keeps getting promoted up the ranks of the business, and all these women hate her for it. Because she just has that special something that all these women want and crave. As I was saying, for the MGTOWs out there, the women that participate in this Lilithian type of Jezebel spirit of always wanting to be beautiful, and they want to, think that they can just be this special something. That special something is innocence. You can't fake that with plastic surgery. You can't fake that with makeup because it's a soul level thing. You can't fake it because your soul resonates that energy. And most people try to pull that off because most people are corrupt. Most people are corrupt. And they'll do whatever they can to try to pull off that beautiful look that everybody tries to be, especially women. And they just don't get there. And they're willing to kill each other for it. It's vicious. They will suck and harvest the energy out of those who are more beautiful than they are. They have more things than they do. Trying to harvest that energy. Trying to harvest that essence that everybody likes to talk about. And that essence is called innocence. Thing is, you can't fake it. Hate to break it to you. Doesn't matter how much fucking plastic surgery you get, you can't fake it. The whole society is based upon that. It's all based upon trying to get people to buy into that whole notion that they too can be what they used to be. That's why Hollywood wants children so much. And this whole pedophile thing. They want children because children are innocent. Children are innocent. Their energy is pure. That whole virgin type of married, archetype, if you will. The energy that resonates from that is innocence. And they do their damnedest to try to get it. But they can't. Because they're not innocent. They've corrupted themselves. They've bought into the whole lie. Through plastic surgery and mass media. And if I just have the right purse or the right car, if I just have the big mansion, I too can resonate that special something that everybody so desperately craves. But you can't fake it. No matter how much you do, you cannot fake it. You can't fake the soul. Once the soul is tainted, the soul is tainted. Hate to break it to you, but that's just how it is. That's why in the fashion business, young girls that are by the age of 22, 21, 22 years old, they're discarded with because they're no longer innocent. Once they've been through this system and they've been used and put through the ringer, they're no longer innocent. So they can't feed off of that energy anymore. They can't aspire to be that anymore. So that's why every year and every decade, the new fresh faces come along and they replace that and they feed off of them and the cycle keeps going on and on and on. And it keeps going and going and going. And at the age of 21, 22, those girls are done with. Their innocence is gone. They've ridden the car carousel. Because once you step foot in the lion's den, it's over. You decide to participate in the lion's den, it's over. You're going to get used and abused, whether you're a man or a woman. You're going to get used and abused. That's the whole world. That's the whole system. And if you don't choose to engage in it, you pay a price nonetheless. What a shitty deal, huh? But that's how this world works, unfortunately. And most people who realize that pay a deep price for it. Psychologically. Not wanting to engage in the demonic system that we live in. You pay a price for not participating, and you pay a price for participating. When you participate, you lose your innocence. When you don't participate, you lose, you don't get to play the game, you don't make money, and and it's over. What a shitty deal. What a hell. That's why I always refer to this as life is hell. Because that's hell. It's hell to go through that kind of system knowing that if you do or you don't, you're fucked either way. Wow. What a shitty deal. Innocence is Hollywood's biggest currency. They feed off of the energy of innocence. That's the special something everybody talks about, is innocence. You can't fake it with plastic surgery. You can't fake it with makeup. You can't fake it with the clothes you wear. And you can't fake it with nothing you do. That's why they want kids in the Hollywood, in the film business and in fashion business. They want these, and all these pedophiles, they want kids because they're innocent. That energy, they feed off of it. They want it. You can't fake it. And a lot of young, a lot of women, this is the most red pill, thing I've probably come up with in my years of doing this channel, is that, these Lilithian Jezebel spirited women, they try to pull off this look of this Jezebel spirit type of deal of wanting to be beautiful and young. They can't pull it off because you can't fake your soul once it's been tainted. You're no longer innocent. You can't fake it. It doesn't matter how much makeup you put on. It doesn't matter how much, plastic surgery you have. You can't fake that. And so the body degrades. It breaks down. Once you've ridden the cock carousel enough, your body breaks down. You can't fake that with makeup. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. You can't fake it. And it will show. That's why these people want young, youthful, beautiful people. Because they're innocent. Not something your soul can't fake. Once you tainted your soul, you can't go back. Innocence is another level of selling your soul. It's just one level of it. It's another level of selling your soul to the system. Once you've sold your soul to that, it's over. You begin to degrade. And just like the Borg in Star Trek, once you assimilated, then they must keep feeding. It's never enough. They must keep getting new, fresh faces. Just like this whole business revolves around and the innocence of Hollywood, and now it's its biggest currency. In this movie, Neon Demon, at the very end, I don't mean to spoil it. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it. So, shut it off if you haven't seen it. I recommend you do see it. This girl eats an eyeball from one of the girls that she killed. And then she starts getting sick and starts almost like she's possessed. Her body can't take it. And she throws up this eyeball. And then the other girl that she's doing this, modeling shoot with eats the eyeball. And the girl that throws up the eyeball guts herself with a pair of scissors. Because she says, I have to get her out of me. And the girl eats the eyeball. What do you think is going to happen to her? The exact same thing. It never ends. The vanity. The vanity of wanting to try to pull off that special something can't be achieved once you sold your soul. Trying to be innocent. You can't achieve that. You can't fake it with makeup or plastic surgery. You can't fake it with how nice you are, how much dick you suck, or ride the cock carousel. Your body will break down because of that. And that's the whole moral of the story. Hollywood feeds off of innocence. It's its biggest currency. Another spoiler of the movie is that they bathe in the girl's blood that they killed because they wanted to retain that currency, that plasma, that youthfulness, so that they could get the work, so that they could be the most beautiful people, and they could get all the jobs, and they could be the special something that those casting directors and modeling agents saw of that young, youthful girl. They wanted that special something. They wanted that image called innocence, and they were willing to kill for it. And in the end, guess what happened? They destroyed themselves, and they ate themselves alive for it. You can't fake it. So, in the end, conclusion to my rant, I guess you could say, my hyperbolic explanation of it. You know, the biggest red pill, I think, another red pill. You know, there's always these little red pills I keep learning. To you MGTOWs out there, you know, the women do pay for what they do. Everybody pays for what they do. Women and men pay for what they do. Participating in a corrupt system, you will pay for what you do. And women do pay for what they do. Just like this movie. They want to be youthful and beautiful. They want to maintain that level of innocence and youth and beauty. And they'll cut their faces and go through the surgeries and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, just like the whole society markets, to try to get them to be, and try to get them to promote this idea that they can be that again. But if you've ridden the cock carousel long enough, if you've corrupted yourself and your soul long enough, you can't fake it, and you will degrade, and it will show. Your body will wrinkle, and your soul will degrade, and you'll just break down. And it doesn't matter how much makeup you put on your stupid face, it ain't going to change anything. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, enough of that. I suggest you guys go watch the movie Neon Demon. It really is a great explanation of what happens when you lose your innocence, and why innocence is Hollywood's biggest currency. Currency is electricity, it is the plasma, it is the blood, it is the thing that these demonic, the demonic world that we live in feeds off of, is innocence. It's one thing that they want the most. It's that special something that everybody in Hollywood likes to talk about, and then, the politics and and politics and Hollywood and the fashion business and jobs that go, he's just charismatic, he's just got that special something and everybody likes him. He's a sun in the darkness. Sun in the darkness. It's innocence. That's the special secret.